Hey guys, it's your girl Dana. Today is not gonna be one of my laughy videos. It's gonna be a bit emotional, a bit traumatizing, but it's for a good cause. Now, just imagine somebody calling you and telling you that your daughter is dead. How would that make you feel? This is literally the story of Osinachi. Her mom. Imagine her husband calling her mom that your daughter is dead. How heartless can you be? Like, how can you even tell a mother that kind of thing? What if she had a heart attack while you were telling her that her daughter is dead? This man didn't just abuse this woman, he didn't even allow her to talk to her friends nor family. Speaking of family, this woman did not even see her mother for 8 years. Mom didn't know how she was faring, if she was eating,
8 years.
absolutely nothing. And before I even get into the story, how come people always go famous after they die? Why not tell people how you feel about them when they're alive? There's a lot of people who knew about this story that she was getting beaten up by her husband day and night. Why did nobody call the police? Why did nobody say anything to somebody in higher authority? Or I don't want to meddle in people's business and to marry people's affair. But you could have saved somebody's life because now she's dead. How does that make you feel? Are you happy now? Don't come crying to my grave telling me that you miss me or that you wish you could have done something to help. A lot of you could have done a lot of things to help. I understand that she was a role model to a lot of people and she didn't want a lot of people to know what's going on because she's a core Nigerian, meaning that she believes in marriage. But it's not even like your normal relationship where, okay, maybe it's somebody's cheating or maybe the other is money or financial problems. This was abuse. She didn't have to stay in this. And I know it's because a lot of people look up to her, so she don't want the young people to be like, oh my gosh, she's divorced, I can get divorced too. I get it's all about looks, but like, who is that helping, honestly?
What rubbish is that? Woman, you are not inferior to anybody. Don't think that marriage is all that makes you.
This is why I always tell people to not to live your life for social media. It's how you impact people is what people are gonna remember when you're dead. And this woman, I'm telling you, if you listen to her songs, no matter how tough, no matter how strong you think you are, you will cry. If you don't cry, you will feel something. Because this woman's voice was angelic, and the husband knew that. Imagine you knew I'm good at something, but you try your best to destroy me instead of lifting me up. Some marriages are come to build you up, but some come to destroy you. And that is why you need to be very careful with the kind of people that you're with, honestly.
Listen, you are my wife. I own you and you belong to me. I don't belong to you. Staying here. It was a mistake. No, 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 please, no, I want to sleep.
Though a lot of people knew this woman a lot for her voice and how she touched lives, she became famous just a few weeks ago, or a few months ago when she died. And that's what I'm trying to tell people, that you need to watch the kind of life you're living. Okay, don't live for social media, because the most they will do for you, they'll post you on their pages, on their story. Oh my gosh, rest in peace, rest in peace. A few weeks later, it's like you're nothing to them. You understand? But that's why people are still talking about her, because like I said, and I will keep saying it, this woman was sent from heaven. I'm gonna show you guys a few clips of her videos and how she ministered to people. Imagine like LeBron James going for a basketball game and his wife will tell him, okay, babe, you can't go. I want you to stay home. Bro, what? Where do you hear that from? It's not even like, okay, he's going to a party and be like, okay, babe, can you please stay home with me? That's not even it. You're trying to control me, tell me what to do, where to go, who to talk to. And if a man calls her phone, even man or woman, he has to answer the phone, know who you're talking to. This is somebody who ministers to people for God. You understand? This is somebody who her calling was to sing in church. You understand? So now that you're trying to restrict me to just one church, confine me to one church, I can't have concerts unless you approve of it. I have to talk to the person first. You need to know if it's male, if it's female. Like, what? I am not your twin. Are we joined to the hip? I don't understand. I'm your wife, not your slave. Like, you have some control over me, yes, but he was doing it in a whole different way that messed up the whole relationship. Everybody was asking, does this man even love his wife? Because this man beat this woman and even enjoyed it. How do you get happy beating somebody you say you love endlessly? You beat me for 1 year, 2 years. It wasn't enough for you? You had to beat me till I died? Seriously? Now, to all my ladies watching this video, before I even get deep into the real roots of this problem and to talk more about Osinachi, what I'm going to tell you guys is, if you have a man who tells you, if I can't have you, nobody can, and you think it's cute, my sister, run, no. Run far away. Take your two left leg and run, because it's not cute. It's one thing to be in love and something to be obsessed. Now, that's cute obsession where, oh my gosh, she's mine. I don't know nobody else to have her. That's different. But you're obsessed with me. You're trying to lock me in the house. Your coronavirus had nothing on this woman. You understand me? She was stuck in the house with somebody who was abusing her day in, day out. You understand? I even heard that during the lockdown, the abuse rates went up. Literally, domestic violence, the rates was so high during COVID because most people use their job as a way to get away from their partner or to get away from stress. But now I'm stuck with the man in the house because we're on lockdown. During the pandemic, we can't go out, we can't do anything. And even aside from the pandemic, she was already on lockdown. So you can just imagine how her life was like. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. You understand? But the worst part about this entire story that gets me every time is the fact that this man beat this woman in front of her kids. How do you expect these kids to grow up? Seriously. I mean, okay, fine. Let's just say that maybe he had a rough time growing up and maybe he saw his dad doing the same thing to the mom and now he thinks it's okay. You're supposed to be doing the opposite of what you saw you happen to your mom. Obviously, that wasn't his case. He just enjoyed, because some people, these people who are abusers, they are narcissists. They like to see you struggle. They like to see you in pain. I mean, who likes to see people crying all the time? Okay, that aside, back to the kids. These kids are traumatized. I was watching the kids interview and I'm telling you, I was touched. Okay, these kids can't go to school. They don't do a lot of things because the father has them in the house. Every time she tries to stop them, like, it's normal for a mom to try to stop a man from beating the kids. Obviously, they're always going to come in for the kids. But you're beating me, beating the kids at the same time, and the kids are right there. You haven't asked the kids to beat me sometimes. The kids eat more than me. Meanwhile, I'm the one who's making the money in the house. She's the one who literally goes to work. That's not the most funniest thing. You don't even have a job. You stay at home all day. First of all, this woman doesn't have a bank account. Like, where do you hear that from? In which generation? She doesn't have a bank account. They only have one bank account per house. Or then you can say that's fine because yes, couples do have joint accounts together. But he didn't even allow her to have one. Meanwhile, I'm the one going out to make the money. I'm the breadwinner of the family, and you treat me like that? Wow. Here is the video of this beautiful soul, of this powerful woman of God. This woman that touched life, would touch lives, touch souls. Okay, that with her music is so soothing, her voice is so calming. If you're having a bad day, listen to her music and believe me, your whole day will be better. Just watch how people are falling down even by her singing, even by her just saying one word. They are touched. Okay, this one will make you fall in love with God. If you're an unbeliever, she'll make you come to God. Okay, look at amount of people who just, even you want to play tough. Oh my God, you're in church, you don't want to stand up. All of that, her song will make you want to stand up, because like the way, just look at the power, look at the passion in her voice, the passion in which she sings. And when I listened to the song, I realized that all her songs were like a cry for help. Some of the songs she was singing, you could tell her down, like she's really in love with God. And it was beautiful. The most beautiful thing about it is that even though all was going on, she never once blamed God. And with us as Christians, or just in general, we tend to, if things are not going well, oh God, it's your fault. God. Meanwhile, this woman was getting beaten up all the time, and she never once blamed God, because she knew that she was the one that chose this man for herself. Because this man was pretending to be what he wasn't. He tried to act like he was nice and everything in the beginning of the relationship. She never saw those red flags. You understand? And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Watch out for those little things in the beginning. The minute you say a guy is choking you in the name of love and he's smiling and laughing, oh, babe, I'm just playing with you. All those little signs are signs. They're red flags, and you guys need to watch out for them.
Most men are very insecure when you are more successful than them. You know, Frank Edwards saying, the man is jealous of his wife. He's right. It's very possible. You know, when a woman is if doing better than her husband.
Mom's only consolation is that luckily for her, she had twins. So even though Osinachi is dead, at least she has a twin sister who can take over for her, and her legacy will live on. Luckily, and even amazingly, is that they almost have the same voice. It's very hard for you to tell them apart. At least the husband couldn't get to this one. But imagine a woman missing her twin now. Like, I really wish somebody had said something to somebody to help this woman out. Though some people are blaming her, saying that, oh, she kept it to herself, she didn't cry out for help, and that I wouldn't say covering for the husband, but I wouldn't say defending him either. But she wanted to keep the marriage. She wanted the marriage to work as much as possible. She didn't want to be like the woman who broke her home, because in Nigeria they focus on marriage so much. They take marriage as a big deal, and a man usually don't date a woman who has kids or who's already been married before. Like, they frown, they look down on it. So and also because she was in the church, so people be like, you left your husband? Do you know what he was doing to you? What do you mean I left my husband? You understand? Many accusations were going to the pastor, saying that, okay, maybe he knew what was going on, because how can somebody who ministers to people every Sunday, you guys can't notice that something is off about her? Like, this woman was in her 40s, bro, looking like she's in her 60s because of the way the man was treating her. She was looking unkept all the time, looking stressed out. Even in the interview with the kids said that their mom was never happy. Imagine, she was losing weight, she wasn't eating properly, because how can you eat or even think properly in that kind of environment? Like, this woman dreaded going home. Imagine the only place you can go is go to church, come back home. Go to church, come back home. If you're going out, she needs to know. You need to know where you're going. He's gonna call you all the time. You need to be approved of where you're going first before you can go outside. Imagine this woman missing out on big deals, big concerts, big contracts, because you're insecure that I'm gonna be with another man. If a man is calling my phone, he has to make sure the person is a pastor before letting her go. I'm gonna share with you guys a video of a man who was also very hurt about this exact situation. Watch here.
What really happened to that woman is that her life was taken from her. Her life was taken from her by her husband. She married the wrong man. She married a monster. She married a beast. She married a light quencher. I'm not just telling you what I read on social media. I know this man we're talking about. I know this man we're talking about. Peter Nwachukwu is a wicked man. When I mean somebody is wicked, that man is wicked. He knows me. He's a very wicked man. He's a man that he's envious. He's a jealous type. In fact, he wants everything to come to him. I'm not telling you what I read on social media. I have experienced what I'm telling you right now. I have gotten an encounter with him.
Literally, the man said that. Did you not hear the video? This man said if this woman has a concert, she literally sneak out quickly. He's like, you know what, I have to go home. I have to go home. My husband is coming. My husband's not gonna be happy. Bro, what? Like, she was literally living in fear. But what makes me sad is that this woman never showed her fear. She never showed her bad side, not bad side. She never showed her situation. Some people, they're going for stuff, and believe me, you will see it on when they're walking outside. They're crying, they're stressed. But this woman, she was always so happy. Like, watch this video of her worshiping with so much passion. She's literally smiling the whole time. You would never believe something is wrong with her, and that is what a lot of people didn't know what she was going through, because she knew how to keep things inside. A lot of people don't want you to know what they're going through. A lot of people don't want to share the problems with you because you might not help them, first of all. And honestly, you might make fun of them. But in this situation, there's nothing to laugh about, because she really wanted help. One of her songs she was singing, she was saying, God, please help me, show me which way to go, because she needs the help.
When I don't know what to do, and I look up to you for which way to go, you never fail me. When I don't know what to do, and I look up to you, Jesus, for which way to go, you never fail me.
This woman's worship song was really a cry for help. Like, if you guys really watch the video properly, aside from her crying or aside from her being all passionate and everything, if you listen to the wording, like, this woman was calling onto God, please help me, please help me. And that's literally what happened. God helped her and he took her out, because like a lot of people say, oh yeah, the man killed her. Oh, he did kill her, that's facts. But at the same time, I really feel like God took this woman because he was tired of just watching her cry day and night, watching the pain that she was going through. He's like, you know what, enough is enough. I have a better place for you. Funny enough, she has a song about that, talking about heaven, about how we should give our lives to God before the time comes, because the world is about to end. After this woman knew she was going to die, because the last song she was singing the day before she died was the cry, or within that same month was literally the cry to God. I'm like, wow, like this is just so significant. But the thing about this whole situation is, I'm seeing this man like, I can't fulfill my destiny because you're insecure. About what? If you were treating me right, you wouldn't have to worry about me talking to anybody in the first place.
Be conscious of eternity. Don't live your life anyhow. Oh, heaven is real, hell is real. Come to Jesus today. Seek him when he can be found. Tomorrow might be too late. Oh, he's knocking at the door of your heart. Let him in, he's waiting for you. Remember, he will not wait forever. He's available now. No, let him in, he's waiting for you.
This man was following this woman bumper to bumper, bumper to bumper. I'm not your shadow, bro. Like, I don't understand. I already have a shadow. One is enough for me. Okay, now my thing I keep going back to is those kids. Now these kids have to grow up without a mom. Now the mom has to be the grandmother has to be the one to take care of 4 kids by herself. How do you explain this to the kids? And the worst thing about it is the kids already know exactly what they're going through. I wonder if these kids even sleep at night. You understand? And the most amazing thing, well, not amazing actually, but the saddest thing is that the mom never even knew, the grandmother never knew that she even had grandkids. She would only call and be like, Mom, I gave birth. I had a boy, I had a girl. But she was not allowed to visit. The brother tried to visit her, uncle, everybody tried to visit her, but nobody could get a hold of her because this man had a lock and key. I'm trying to figure out, how does nobody know where this man lives? Imagine your daughter's married to a man, you don't even know where the man lives. I mean, that thing is very dangerous. I want my relationship to work. She was thinking like, okay, I don't want my kids to come from a broken home. Let me tell y'all something. Kids is not enough reason to stay in a relationship. If you're not happy, clearly she was not. Clearly she was not. But you wouldn't know that because she goes out and put a smile on your face. But I'm going to say it again. Being with somebody, loving the person is not enough reason to stay. Especially the person's abusing you. To what end? I mean, now you're gone. I mean, it's better you would have still alive and just face the shame of being a divorced woman than, you know, being dead and now your lineage, I wouldn't say it's gone because you still have 4 kids. But, like, oh my God, this video has really made me emotional just thinking about everything. Being a woman to being someone who has a sister and stuff. Like, she left a lot behind. She really did. But her lineage will live on forever. And the thing is that I think she was really worried about people doing business with a divorced woman. I know you're gonna be like, what's wrong with that? Like, people who are divorced do business every day. Not in Nigeria. Nigeria is not a real country, bro. Nigeria is just messed up in so many ways. They're just so man predominant. Like, they make men feel like they can do whatever they want and get away with it. These guys can marry 2, 3 wives and it's normal. But the minute a woman gets another husband, oh, she's this, she's that. She didn't let her marriage to work. Like, in Nigeria, unfortunately, when a woman leaves, it's her fault. Oh, she has another man. She's this, she's that, she's not faithful. Like, it's just, it sucks. And that was the pressure that she was under, and that was what she was so worried about, because especially being in the church atmosphere, like, it'll be hard for her to go and say she's a divorced woman ministering to other women. I get that's why she didn't want to leave, but I'm telling you, my sister, if you were alive, I'm telling you this thing, that it was wrong. You would have better just stay alive, face the shame, and move on, because God would have made a way for you where there seemed to be no way, honestly. Unfortunately, why do people not make domestic violence a big deal? It's because it never happened to you before. Like, now I have to worry about my daughter, like, growing up in this kind of environment. Like, it's so toxic, honestly speaking. Like, y'all need to train y'all sons not to raise hand on people's children. Like, why are you treating us like we're furniture, like some sort of property that you own? Listen, ladies, marriage is not do or die. If it's not working, leave. I watched the interview with the mom, and I'll probably try my best to put that video in this video for you guys. But when I was watching her interview and listened to her speak, you can tell how hurt she was. Like, the mom, if anything, she didn't cry too much. I think she cried a lot, and that is why when she's doing the video, like, her eyes were just red. Like, when you know when you're just in shock and you just can't cry anymore, that's literally what I saw from her. But what I wish I could have gotten from the mom was that she said that when the man came to ask her hand in marriage, she wasn't comfortable. Like, she just knew something was off about the man. But like, who am I to choose a husband for my daughter? This is the person she said she wants to marry. I don't want to meddle in it. But I wish she meddled. You should have meddled, because honestly speaking, you knew. Like, moms tend to know things even before it happens. Like, parents, they always say it. What a parent sees sitting down, you can't see standing up. Even if you climb the highest tree, you can't see it. And the mom was not okay with that. She didn't know what it was. She didn't think it was domestic violence, but she knew something was off about the man. He came in the name of, oh, I'm a pastor, or I'm a man of God, I'm this and that, trying to deceive her, making it look like, oh my God, I'm going to help your daughter's life in so many ways. I'm going to get her big deals. I'm going to support her. But you did none of that. You did the exact opposite. You tried to dim her light. You were trying to stop her from shining, to stop her from growing. Like, are you the devil? I need to understand. Are you the devil? Like, the devil is the one who try to cage people and try to hold them inside. But you're a husband. Instead of letting me go, let me be free, you cage me, trying to keep me to yourself. What are you worried about? Like, this woman has to be one of the most loyal women I have seen. If a man is beating you, you still stay there and take. Honestly speaking, it was good God took her, because no, she would have still died eventually, but at least this way it was a lot sooner. The stress was a lot easier for her to bear.
Yeah.
Now, this video is more likely to be a part 2, because like, I'm still very emotional talking about this video, about this lady. Like, this woman is somebody I looked up to a lot. And the thing about it is that her songs were always in Igbo language, but I never understood what she was saying. But most of them have, you know, translation. It's just like some of us, we listen to all those, you know, Spanish music and stuff. We don't understand what they're saying, but we like the songs. And that's why with her, the fact that I can even get touched by your songs, even without even knowing what you're saying, speaks so much about the love you have for God, the power and the passion that was just behind everything she was doing. And if there's anybody who knows her, who loves her, I would appreciate if you guys comment down below, let me know if there's any other information about her. I'm still gonna dig up this thing, though we did get justice, guys. We did get justice. This man has now been put behind bars and he got life in prison. But I just wish somebody would beat this man even while he's in the prison. He needs to know what it feels like to be beaten, because now he feels like, oh, I've gotten away now. Because technically, you're still breathing, bro. You're still breathing while I'm 6 feet under, and you left me. Now my 4 kids don't have a mother, because why? You can't control your anger. You can't control your temper. Like, all these demons you had, why can't you deal with them before you kill? Like, why are you putting your frustration on me? For doing what? For you taking my own money that I'm working for, giving me pennies from my own paycheck that I'm working for holding me down all these years? I mean, what was my offense really? That was my question. Like, I wonder how this man feels when people ask him, oh, how's your wife doing? Hope she's okay. Yeah, she's good. Like, how do you feel good saying, knowing that you're treating her like shit? Sorry for my language, but that's how you're treating her. Like, how does that make you feel, seeing your wife sitting there or just up on the stage singing, oh God, I praise you, God, you're awesome, all those things, and you see people getting touched by her, but you're just watching her there with anger and envy? Are you serious? Why could you be in competition with somebody who is your wife? You guys are supposed to be sharing the money together, sharing the joy together. Anyways, guys, I think I have said a lot about this video, and I definitely appreciate you guys for coming to watch. I'm pretty sure there'll be a part 2, like I said. God bless you guys, and for all the women who are out there who are struggling with, you know, any mental abuse, verbal abuse, any kind of abuse. If you guys need any help, I'm here to answer any questions, to talk to. I'm also a mentor too, so anybody who needs to talk about just anything, if there's any other topic you guys want me to talk about, please comment down below and let me know what you guys think. And God bless you. Goodbye.